Have you ever wondered what it means to inherit a destiny? As we delve into the annals of history, we stumble upon the fascinating tale of Joshua, a leader chosen not by the whims of chance, but by the divine decree of destiny. Joshua's story is not just about a man, but about a mantle of responsibility, a destiny he inherited from his predecessor, the great prophet Moses. Moses, the liberator of the Israelites from Egyptian bondage, had a destiny to lead his people to the promised land. But when his journey ended, the baton was passed on to Joshua. It was Joshua who was destined to pick up where Moses left off, to guide the Israelites across the threshold of their long-awaited homeland. This brings us to question, what does it mean to inherit a destiny? Is it a burden or an honor, a path laid out or a journey to chart? Just as Joshua stepped into Moses' shoes, we too often find ourselves in a position where we inherit a destiny. So who exactly was Joshua, and how did he rise to prominence? Well, let's take a step back in time, shall we? Joshua, a figure of intrigue and inspiration, was born into slavery in Egypt. Yet, even in these early stages of his life, Joshua's fate was intertwined with that of Moses, the man who would become his mentor and friend. As a young man, Joshua was swept up in the whirlwind of the Exodus, the monumental journey of the Israelites from slavery in Egypt to freedom. He served as Moses' aide, standing by his side as the Red Sea parted and the Israelites journeyed through the wilderness. Joshua witnessed the miracles, the trials and the tribulations. He was there, a steady presence, as the Ten Commandments were received. In the shadow of Mount Sinai, amidst the turmoil and the uncertainty, Joshua's destiny began to take shape. Moses, the great leader of the Israelites, was growing old. The time had come to pass on the mantle of leadership, and the choice fell upon Joshua. Joshua's appointment was not a matter of chance or favoritism. Rather, it was a divine mandate. God himself chose Joshua to lead his people, bestowing upon him a sacred responsibility. Joshua, the former slave, the steadfast aide, was to become the leader of the Israelites. From this moment, Joshua was no longer just an aide or a follower. He was a leader, chosen by God and ordained by Moses. He carried the weight of his people's hopes and fears, their dreams of a promised land, their yearning for a place to call home. Joshua's journey from slave to leader was not an easy one. It was a path marked by hardship, by faith, and by divine intervention. Yet throughout it all, Joshua remained steadfast, guided by his faith in God and his commitment to his people. Joshua, an ordinary man, was chosen for an extraordinary destiny. Now, imagine being tasked with the mission to conquer a land flowing with milk and honey. This is the daunting charge that Joshua and the Israelites faced as they prepared to invade Canaan, a land rich in abundance and fortified with powerful cities. The conquest of Canaan was far from a walk in the park. It was a long and arduous journey filled with numerous battles, each presenting its own unique challenges. Among these was the infamous Battle of Jericho, a confrontation that would test the faith and resolve of Joshua and his people. Picture this, the city of Jericho, armed to the teeth and shielded by formidable walls. It was a fortress seemingly impenetrable, and yet Joshua's approach was anything but conventional. There were no towering siege engines or battering rams, no hail of arrows or clash of swords. Instead, Joshua led the Israelites to march around the city walls once a day for 6 days, with 7 priests blowing 7 trumpets of ram's horns before the Ark of the Covenant. On the 7th day, they circled the city 7 times. At the climax of their march, the priests blew their trumpets, and the Israelites raised a great shout. Miraculously, the mighty walls of Jericho crumbled to the ground, and the city was taken with ease. This wasn't a victory won by sheer military might, but by faith and obedience to divine instruction. Throughout the conquest of Canaan, Joshua displayed an unwavering faith and courage that was nothing short of inspiring. From the Battle of Jericho to the southern campaign against 5 Amorite kings and the northern campaign against a coalition of Canaanite kingdoms, Joshua led the Israelites with a spirit that was steadfast and resolute. His courage was not born out of a lust for power or a desire for glory, but from a deep-seated faith in the promises of God. He stood firm, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds, never losing sight of the divine promise that Canaan would be theirs. Despite the odds, Joshua's faith never wavered and his courage never faltered. But what happens after victory? How do you share the spoils of war? After the conquest of Canaan, the promised land lay before the Israelites, like a beautiful, vast canvas, waiting to be painted with the vibrant hues of their dreams and hopes. Yet, this landscape of promise also posed a significant challenge. How could this land be divided fairly among the 12 tribes of Israel? Enter Joshua, a leader graced with wisdom and an unwavering sense of justice. He was tasked with the monumental job of dividing the conquered territories, a task that required not just strategic acumen, but also a deep understanding of his people's needs and aspirations. Joshua divided the land among the tribes not according to their size or strength, but by casting lots, a method akin to drawing straws. This ensured that the distribution was not influenced by human bias or favoritism. Each tribe received its portion, a place to call home, a piece of the promise that God had made to their forefathers. Yet, the division was not a mere allotment of land. It was a testament to Joshua's profound understanding of his people. He knew that each tribe had its unique strengths and challenges, its distinct history and dreams. So he ensured that each portion of land matched the tribe's needs and potential. For instance, the tribe of Judah, known for its warriors, received a portion in the south, a region known for its rugged landscapes and strategic military advantage. Through this careful and considerate division, Joshua not only ensured fairness and equity, but also fostered unity among the tribes. He created a sense of collective ownership and responsibility, a shared destiny woven from the threads of individual dreams and aspirations. In victory, Joshua remained just and fair, ensuring that every tribe received its due. The division of the Promised Land under Joshua serves as a timeless testament to the power of wise leadership and the beauty of unity in diversity. What is the legacy of a man like Joshua? To answer this, we delve into the heart of his story, the essence of his character, and the impact he had on his people, the Israelites. Joshua was not just a figure in the Bible, he was a beacon of faith, a paragon of courage, and a symbol of leadership. His faith was unwavering even in the face of insurmountable odds. He trusted in God's promises even when all seemed lost. He led the Israelites into the Promised Land, conquering formidable enemies and dividing the land among the 12 tribes of Israel. He was a man committed to God's will, a man who lived his faith boldly and unapologetically. His courage was another defining quality. Joshua was a warrior, a man who faced battles with bravery and determination. He was fearless, not because he was void of fear, but because he trusted in God's strength. His courage was a testament to his faith, a visible manifestation of his belief in God's protection and guidance. Leadership was in Joshua's very marrow. He led the Israelites at a critical time in their history, guiding them through conquests and challenges, always keeping God's commandments at the forefront. He was a servant leader, putting the needs of his people before his own, leading by example and inspiring those around him to do the same. But Joshua's legacy extends beyond his lifetime. His life story is a testament to the power of faith, courage, and leadership. His unwavering trust in God, his brave spirit, and his servant leadership are lessons that resonate with us today, thousands of years later. The book of Joshua is more than a historical account. It's a guide, a source of inspiration. Joshua's life, his victories, his faith, courage, and leadership all serve to inspire us, to encourage us to trust in God, to be brave in the face of adversity, and to lead with humility and integrity. In life and in death, Joshua left a legacy of faith, courage, and leadership, inspiring generations to come. His story continues to echo through the ages, reminding us of the power of faith, the strength of courage, and the impact of true leadership. But what does Joshua's story mean for us today? A question that invites us to delve deeper into the lessons we can glean from his life. Joshua, a figure of antiquity, has a narrative that resonates with the modern world. His leadership, characterized by unwavering faith and courage, serves as a timeless guide for us all. Joshua's conquest of Canaan, achieved through perseverance and a steadfast belief in divine guidance, is a potent reminder of the power of faith. This tale urges us to stay resilient in the face of adversity and trust in the divine plan. Moreover, Joshua's division of the Promised Land is a testament to the importance of fairness and justice, principles that are as crucial today as they were thousands of years ago. Finally, his legacy, a narrative of courage, faith, and leadership, continues to inspire us. In a world that often seems fraught with challenges, Joshua's story serves as a beacon of faith, courage, and unwavering resolve.